Alright, so the last shoe I'll put up today is one I'm putting up by special request. We had a couple people message us about them, and frankly, they're a pretty awesome shoe. I'm going to show you the Copa Mundial, Adidas's original design. Still as awesome as it was all the way back in the 70s when they introduced it. We are told, over and over again I might add, that never in this shoe's history has it ever been adjusted or reconfigured or any of those things in any way, which Adidas is very proud of and will tell you over and over again, for better or worse, that is. They are a great shoe. They are comfortable. They have a classic look, no question about that. They are durable. They fit almost anybody, and the material on them is really just as good as a kangaroo leather gets. So, the Copa Mundial, conical studs, rivets at the forefoot, just a rock hard, just bone hard outsole on this thing. Kangaroo leather upper, as you all know, soft as can be. Sock liner is a die cut, so nothing special there, but it is extremely comfortable. Laces are quite long on these ones. You can actually tie them underneath if you want to. I'll be honest with you, there's not a whole heck of a lot to be said about these shoes. There's never been a time when someone has come in with their pair of recently purchased Copa Mundials and said to us, there's something wrong with these and I want my money back. We have been selling these shoes for many years. Our store here has been open since the late 80s, and we've been selling Copas for as long as we've been doing business with Adidas. And off the top of my head, in the years that I've been here, I cannot remember one time when someone brought a pair of Copa Mundials back to me and said, I need my money back. Because they are completely defect-free. There is nothing wrong with this shoe, ever. They are comfortable. They fit great. I mean, literally, you could guess within a half size of these things and still get it right. You could go a half size up or half size down and still just be spot on. I don't even understand it, frankly. What I also don't understand is why more shoes aren't made this way. So, let me give you a couple, I don't know, kind of tips about these things. They are a great firm ground shoe. They work just as well on artificial turf as they do on firm ground. As you can see, the studs are kind of universal. They are, again, I don't know if I can stress this enough, they're an extremely comfortable shoe. If you cannot find a shoe, and this is one of the things I love about the Mundial, the Copa Mundial in our store, is that if somebody comes in and they just can't find a shoe that fits their foot right, it's the Copa. If they can't find a shoe that is comfortable for them, or if they have to put orthotics in their cleats or whatever, they just can't get it right, it's the Copa. I'm telling you, it's like a catch-all. If there's a shoe, if somebody comes in and they need a shoe and they're just not sure about this, that, or the other, it's the Copa. 10 times out of 10. I'm not even sure it makes sense, truthfully. We had one girl come in probably 6 months ago looking for a cleat for fall time. She just had to have a cleat, and she tried every cleat on in the store, and she just couldn't get it right. Her foot was a really, really strange shape. No joke, I know it sounds ludicrous, but her foot looked like a pancake and somebody stuck a broom handle in it. Her ankle was so narrow, and her foot was so wide, but the Copas were the shoe. And then you have other people who come in and their feet are just too narrow for any other shoe out there, and they've tried everything, and they end up with a Copa, and it's just, whatever the problem seems to be, the Copa seems to be the answer. On top of that, what I was saying before about orthotics is this sock liner in here is most definitely removable. So if you need to size up an orthotic or something like that, the material underneath the sock liner on this one has a little sponge to it too. So it works pretty well as a sock liner, even if you're not using one because of an orthotic. So, but no joke, these shoes are just as good as they get. They're good for every function of the game. They're not heavy. They're not, they do get waterlogged. That's definitely true. But they're not heavy. They're they're just a great shoe. They're just overall just a very comfortable, very good shoe. They don't compare really to any other cleat out there. The Kings, the King classic tops, Puma will tell you are right there. I don't agree. I don't think the classic top even scratches the surface when you compare it to a Copa. I don't have anything negative to tell you about these Copas. I guess the only thing I have negative to tell you is, frankly, the look has passed them by. The classic look is something that very few people are really interested in. There are obviously more than enough of them out there to keep, the Copa interesting, but it's not a look that people are really desirous of at this point. But at the same time, what most people want out of a cleat is a good fit and a comfortable shoe and something that'll last them. And this is one of those shoes that we actually consider to be a 4-year shoe. If your foot is not growing, this shoe will last you for a good 4 years if you're nice to it. Use leather balm on this stuff as if that's what you're interested in. Is getting 4 years out of a $110 shoe, or which is what they retail at these days. If you're looking to get 4 years out of a $110 shoe, treat it nice. Use the leather balm. Keep it dry. Keep it in open spaces, no heat when you're drying it, all that good stuff, and these things will be good to you. But yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of the Copa. I don't know if I could say anything more positive about it than I already have, so I guess I'm just going to leave it where it is. If you guys have any questions about it, you know what to do. Definitely leave it in the comments. We are always on and answering questions, so we welcome them. We really don't care how stupid they are, because frankly we get a lot of stupid questions, and we answer those too. But yeah, thanks for checking us out. If you want, you can always pick up a pair of Copas on our website, GolStore.com. And other than that, thanks for checking us out, guys. Enjoy.